I don't know how I'm gonna fit that Allied Society quest. I'll just leave it like that. Also, I think I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Nope, I spelled it right. There's 2 L's. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start out with Margrat Custom Deliveries, and then do the... I don't know what the heck the actual name for these are, but it's the Endwalker final tribal quests. They're not called tribal quests anymore, they're called Allied Society quests. And they'll probably change it in the next expansion. So whatever name they're using now, that's what we're going to be doing for the... And those are the quests that you do after you've finished all of the other tribes, because we finished all the other ones. Let's pull up the thing real quick. Finished up all the Endwalker ones, and then we'll be able to do those final quests. But before that, let's head on over to Margrat and see what kind of mental breakdown she's going to have today. I should only need to do the 3 of them, and then... I forget what stuff were we making last week. Let's pull up her deliveries. That's right, we were making some eye stuff for the person who was working too hard, which could be for any of these Charlian scientists. Let's go ahead and make it. Let's see, Margrat. And energizing eye elixir. Should just be able to... Oh, I can't actually have to think. And by think, I mean do the same rotation that I do for everything. Yeah, this is right. Or not. Okay, hold on. Need to adjust my mic again. Okay, let's buy another one and not mess it up this time. Let's throw that away so I don't actually accidentally try and turn it in. I don't think I can. Okay, let's try this again. Clearly, I'm not going to need a veneration for this. I do 2 of these. And great strides and Margrat's blessing. That should be enough. Yep. And just repeat that 2 more times. That's a waste. Whatever. It doesn't. Oh wait, no, it doesn't actually count as a move. That's right. I don't know if I actually need innovation. I think I do. Just so that Margrat's blessing is better. There we go. 1 more to go. And we're done. Alright, Margrat, I've got your special eye drops. Or rather, I don't remember the other person was. Oh, it's a pleasure, as always. My lady of peerless procurement. Have you anything to soothe Grondevelt's tired eyes? Yes, I do. Go ahead and turn these in. I believe we read this last week. Or not last week, I guess it was the week before, wasn't it? Because I ended up taking a week off. Do you normally... Yeah, this is the same thing as usual. Right then, I do believe we've accumulated sufficient succor for our bleary blinking comrade. I shall be back anon. Wouldn't you say Grondevelt's eyes glimmer with renewed vitality? I sincerely doubt they look any different, but the efficacy of the items you provided is undeniable. I've suffered fewer headaches, and my vision does seem clearer. I dare say this newfound comfort will enable me to execute my work with even greater precision. You have been a boon to me and my team. Out of curiosity, why so much intense squinting of late? It must be awfully delicate stuff to tax your eyesight so. Indeed it is. Our current assignment is complicated, sometimes punishingly so, but we are resolved to see it through. You see, during the Ark's conversion to the Ragnarok, I spoke with Luminzen architects come to deliver... I spoke with Luminzen arcanists, not architects. That makes a lot more sense. I spoke with Luminzen arcanists come to deliver supplies. It wasn't long before we discovered, to our mutual delight, the uncanny similarities between arcanium and systems aetherology. Arcane geometries were first conceived as a means to perceive and manipulate etheric energy in specific natural environments, namely those of the South Sea Isles, the presumed birthplace of arcanium. But while our regulators were designed to serve a rather different purpose, the underlying principles of their operation are more or less the same. And now that we needn't to concern ourselves with the end of civilization, we are free to engage in joint research with our friends in the Arcanist Guild. Sounds like our arrangement with Garland Ironworks. What is your current objective? We seek to incorporate analytical and conditional branching functionalities into a framework utilizing arcane geometries. By iterating this process, we hope to produce a single comprehensive system capable of heretofore unrealized feat. Okay. To wit, one capable of automatically heating automatically heating foodstuffs to optimal temperature for consumption. So they're making microwaves, okay? What did you just say? You mean our days of eating cold Archon burgers would be over? Your arcane whatsits would be able to restore them to their original juicy glory? Okay, now I'll give you as many eye drops as you want if you're gonna make me perfect microwave. Mankind need never suffer cold burgers again. I think actually it's the bun that you need to worry about with how it gets all soggy and mushy after you warm it up. Or just bread in general, I guess. Pyregod has blessed you with his genius, Grondevelt. The world will never be the same after your etheric food warmer is complete. You agree, don't you, Brilliant? Oh yeah. Brilliant? Why is that name so familiar? Oh dear. About that, I should have mentioned sooner, but Brilliant is Brilliant Mason of the Scions, well, former Scions. One of the heroes who traveled aboard the Ragnarok to the end of the known universe. Margrat, I expected more from you, of all people, to have let me in ignorance impose upon the goodwill of such an esteemed personage. I mean, bro, you're making perfect microwaves. I'm more than happy to get you a couple eye drops. I understand how you feel. I do. But that's why I just wanted everyone to get to know her. What the heck, did Margaret actually have good intentions this whole time? And it wasn't just that she was having mental breakdowns? No, I think she was still having mental breakdowns, but maybe she has some good intentions masked in there. Or mixed in there. Not as a hero on a pedestal whom we would never dare to approach, but as a person, like you and me. And I wanted her to get to know everyone, too. The nameless faces that worked so hard to make her journey possible, and to raise their voices and cheer at her triumphant return. How nice. Now, when are you gonna have another mental breakdown? I suppose we would be glad for a few further donations, should she be willing and able to oblige us. My laboratory would, of course, contribute to her due compensation as well. Until next time, then, and thank you, Brilliant, for everything. That turned out a bit nicer and good-hearted than I expected from Margrat. Alright, that wraps up the last one. Margrat now considers you an irreplaceable comrade. Margrat could not be happier with your efforts. She now considers you an irreplaceable comrade. Through your efforts, many dedicated intellectuals have found comfort and respite. It seems, however, that Margrat has something on her mind. Alright, then we got one more blue quest to do for her. New quest continuing Margaret's work in Charlie and Hamlin is now available. Upon its completion, the Margrat custom deliveries will be updated. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. The Pride of Labyrinthos. I don't actually know what reward we get from this, but we'll see. Margrat is thoughtfully observing her surroundings. I see the parade of disgruntled petitioners marching into Thesaurus has come to an end. All thanks to you, I'd wager. Common scripts seem far too impersonal reward for such a feat, which is why I've secretly prepared you something else. Oh, what is it, Margrat? What for I hand over the goods? I was hoping you might pay Theopoldin a visit. Apparently, he needs your assurance that I haven't been an overbearing taskmaster. Margrat, I can't help you in that regard. A pity he's never shown a fraction of that concern for how we've suffered under the yoke, or lifted a finger to reform Thesaurus's broken policy. But what would I know? Anyway, he should be in Aporia. If you take pity on the old man, no rest for the compassionate, eh? Alright. Let's head on over to Aporia. Talk to Theopoldin. Yeah, so Margrat had like 3 mental breakdowns in the course of that quest line. I think you should probably maybe think about what that she might be undergoing a little bit of stress. Anyway, you got any more stories about Fortunal, but if I may ask? Ah, I see Margrat saw fit to release you from her grasp. Thank you for stopping by. I understand that you ended up fulfilling not only her requests, but those of a number of other researchers in Charlie and Hamlet. Though I and many others appreciate the lengths to which you have gone on our behalf, I do hope you did not find the experience too vexing. I mean, I got a lot of crafting XP and scripts, so I can't really complain. On the contrary, your researchers are a delight. Right. That's not vexing as much as taxing, but well worth the scripts. Oh yeah, that's for sure. I'm relieved you found the arrangement agreeable. I shudder to think of what complaints the twins might lodge should they suspect we were abusing your time or generosity. I suppose I should have known my fears would be unfounded. Margrat would be the last person to willingly aggravate a brilliant mason after all. I bet she's like #1 fan. Well, I guess she's #3 behind Xenos, Graha, and Alize. So I guess she's #4. I mean, Xenos is dead, so I guess all of them moved up, so whatever. Hers is but one small tale from the final days. Perhaps inconsequential compared to some, yet significant in its own way. With the appearances of the realm's first blasphemy in Radz-ad-Han, our steady construction of the Ark became a mad race to the finish. Then the Aetherburner was enhanced, enabling our ship to become a star-faring vessel that would bear the Scions to the very edge of existence. And as our aims shifted to accommodate the escalating threat to our star, many who helped construct the Ragnarok suffered under the weight of the psychological burden. Well, that's for sure. Of course, the Ragnarok's construction was a collaborative effort, made possible only by advanced low-power technology and resources sourced from all across the world. But rare was the soul among us who never considered the darkest possibilities, crushed as we were by nigh endless labor. What if I've made a mistake? What if my error proves fatal for us all? Margaret was no different, and though the stress drove her into a state of delirium at the time, I think it's more like madness, but okay. After the Ragnarok departed, well, it was difficult to watch. Insomnia, loss of appetite, frequent and spontaneous fits of crying, yeah, we've seen that. Anything she did manage to eat typically didn't stay down for long. She was inconsolable until the Ragnarok returned safely, and for a period after as well. Hers was not a unique condition. The severity varied by person, but all our researchers struggled in the same fashion as the final days wore on, but not Fortunate because he didn't actually help with anything. That is why your journey and your homecoming hold so much significance for them. You are living proof that everything we endured held meaning. Shockingly easy to forget sometimes, so thank you for spending so much time with us. I mean, if I want my scripts and XP, I better do it. But the past is past, and our memories do not justify the misuse of your time and energy. Should it ever be too much, I implore you say no to Margaret and the others. They will understand. Now then, I hope you continue to enjoy the wonders that only Labyrinthos, vortex of the unassailable intellect and irrepressible emotion can provide. That's not how I would describe it, but okay. Alright, I guess let's head on back to Margaret then. So Margaret, I heard you're like #3 fan or something? Or I guess that's like every single Charlian scientist, isn't it? Boy, did Theopoldin talk. He sure told me about all the crazy things that happened to you. Although we kind of saw the results of that. Welcome back. I take it you found Theopoldin. I have your special gift here. If you're in need of a palate cleanser, here you go, from my heart to yours. Let's see, it's probably glam, but we'll see. That, my friend, is a gleaner's uniform. Oh, okay. Dyed a particularly exquisite shade. I think you'll like it. I wasn't sure what to get you, but since you are my personal gleaner, what would be better than bespoke clothing? So, I leaned on a few contacts and called in some favors, and voila, fashion. If it's not too much trouble, would you try it on for me? I'd like to think my measurements were accurate, but you can never be too sure. Use the storage facility when you're ready to change and come find me by the Aetheryte when you've finished. Sure, let's do it. Of course, everybody probably saw Arnvald's outfit and they're like, I want that as glam, and then they're like, here you go. I like the style, but I don't like the color. I wish it was just like the normal green, I think. You know, green for a glean. Or I think it's like a dark green. Ahem. Testing, testing. Greetings, comrades of Labyrinthos. It is I, Margrat, propulsion aetherologist, coming to you with a very special announcement. Uh-oh, what's she gonna do? Some of you may have noticed a distinguished-looking lady standing by the Aetheryte in Charlene Hamlet. Margaret, what are you doing? Who is she, you ask? Why, none other than the one of the brave souls we entrusted to the Ragnarok, Brilliant Mason. Uh-oh. Now, I've realized that some of you may feel compelled to smother her with questions and affection. However, I must insist that you rein in those impulses and approach, should you elect to do so, with a surplus of restraint and respect. Margrat, no! Look for the lovely Viera. Oh, that actually probably that changes according to your race. Okay. Wearing the blue uniform. Remember, seize the moment, not the gleaner. Margrat. Did she say Brilliant Mason? Or am I hallucinating? I have to pay more respect. I must. Just press F. Where did she say? Oh no. Margrat, what have you done? Look, a blue gleaner's uniform. There. Oh no. This is almost as bad as the Andin's finale, where he almost he started heading towards the thing, but then he found his sister, and she's like, "I don't think you want to do that." Pardon me. Are you Brilliant Mason by any chance? No, I'm not. She was talking about another Viera. Yeah. Definitely. Also, is that Theopolden standing back there? See, did we actually talk to some of these people? Let's see. I think that looks like Theopolden, and then for some reason I recognize her. I think she was one of the ones we did the custom deliveries for. And I think there was a Rogadin guy. I don't think it was this guy, but maybe it was. And then I forget what the last person looked like. Oh, you're rather different than I imagined. What did you think I was? You don't feel irregular, do you? After your travels, are you well? Well, now that my introverted mind is surrounded by a bunch of people, I'm kind of want to scream, but I'll hold it in. Oh, I'm so glad. We're doing quite well too. I mean, I'm glad. He's right, though. Thanks to you, we're living out our lives and continuing our research with nary an apocalypse in sight. Well, that's true. Our experiences working on the Ragnarok has proven instrumental in our current prospects. Once you've sent a ship to Ultima Thule, nothing feels too intimidating to try. Not to mention the complete impossibility of pursuing our passions, and we succumbed to meteors, blasphemies, or gods know what else. Thank you for your service and your bravery. Okay, but do I get scripts for this? Oh, that's the Viera. Okay, those are the people that I helped there. Not the Viera, the Aura girl that we'd helped. Sorry. Easier to ask forgiveness than permission to go, and so forth. I had hoped you might get a chance to chat, is all. When you and your fellows launched the Ragnarok and took to the heavens, you placed your faith in our work. And what else could I have done? I can't build a spaceship. Maybe you didn't have a choice. Maybe that was truly the last option left to mankind. I mean, yeah. What else were you gonna do? But you, and the rest of the Scions on board that ship, meant everything to us. Your safe return meant everything to us. We all gave the Ragnarok strict instructions, you see. We told her to spare nothing in bringing you back, even if it meant falling apart in the process. And the old girl listened. Belated though the fanfare may be, allow us to officially welcome you home, Brilliant Mason. You are and always will be the pride of Labyrinthos. As such, we have one final question for you. Would you say it was a smooth ride? I don't know, I was unconscious for the ride back, so couldn't really give you an idea. And then on the way there, we got stopped by Medion. So it's not, I don't exactly have a good idea. To the end of eternity and back, smooth as butter. We made it home alive, thanks to you. And we'll just say that. Don't worry, Margaret, your mental breakdowns were worth it. Probably. That's all we ever wanted. That was nice, a lot more wholesome than I expected. I thought we'd get another one of Margaret's breakdowns. Anyway, you got a Gleaner uniform for me? Well, I dare say not even the euphoric thrill of meeting a deadline can measure up to the sublime sense of satisfaction. That uniform becomes you. I hope you'll remember your friends in Labyrinthos whenever you wear it. You know, I think it's past time I tried on something new myself. What better way to cleanse the mind and replenish the spirit? Let me know if you have any suggestions, oh ye impeccable procurement. Speaking of, I'm sure the general populace will soon be clamoring for items gleaned by the hands of generous Beryllian Mason. Since realizing everyone's individual hopes and dreams is too great an endeavor for any one woman, let's narrow our focus to things that everyone can use, preferably for relaxation purposes. We're counting on you, Brilliant. Don't be a stranger. Alright, there's the Gleaner uniform. I'm definitely going to change the color on that, because I'd rather just have the regular one. Actually, I'll probably just use I'll just go buy the Undying dye, and then I'll put it into my glamour dresser. Future requests will be selected at random. Yeah, the usual. Okay, let's see. And we got 3 more to do. And of course, it's the... You know, I probably should do this to start accumulating gathering material, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm actually not going to do any of that. I'll do those other 3 off stream. For now, let's go ahead and head on over to... I think we need to go to Jamming Way, so we'll go to Base Omicron. Base Omicron. And we'll be able to start up the Allied Society quests, or whatever the heck they're called. Or whatever they're calling them now. Switch over to the Endwalker Allied Society quests and update the stream text, because even though this thing is way too big, way too wide, but I don't know how to shorten it. Yeah, I could just call them tribe quests, but whatever. So I think we started at Jamming Way. Who should, let's see, the quests would be over here. Dinner and a show. Let me double check. I believe that's the right quest. Yes, that is the quest we need to do, so let's head on over there. I actually was thinking of doing Hildebrand today, but then I decided that... But then I started editing the Omicron quests, and I thought I kind of wanted to do this instead. And there's Jamming Way. Let's go ahead and talk to him, and get started with the Endwalker Final Allied Society quest line. I don't know what they actually call it. Let's see. Endwalker Allied Society's Arkansas. Let's see if the entire quest chain. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the quest line that gets the reputation up to Allied from Bloodswarm. Anyway, let's go and talk to Jamming Way and get started. Dinner and a show. A manager's work is never done, or so Jamming Way's muttering would indicate. Here for a status report, Brilliant. I quite understand. I get terribly anxious whenever I have to step away from the cafe. Why, just the other day, I returned to find that a Gribbleff had snuck behind the counter to bathe in the soup. Well, that's not good. Also, there's a bit of a difference between a Gribbleff and a fly in the soup. Such incidents aside, the last dregs couldn't be more successful. We're bursting with business, and Elysion is thriving. Yet, as the manager of this operation, I would be remiss not to ponder new ways to juice a little more happiness out of this carrot. This unit hastens to indicate that the current levels of juice and happiness are within optimal parameters. Any attempt to push either beyond capacity may prove disruptive to the present equilibrium. Of course it would be disruptive, you glorified can opener! A threat to the status quo it may be, but innovation is the lifeblood of business. And think of our patrons' delight should we treat them to, say, thrilling entertainment over a cup of carrot coffee. That's a weird combination, but okay. Whatever we do needs to be truly spectacular, though. So good that even the Nibirum won't simply stare moodily, morosely. It's morose. If only I had any ideas whatsoever. How about a hippo cart race in space? The Dreaming Ways are full of ideas. Can't vouch for quality, though. Perhaps you should pay a visit to Hopper's Hold. It's quite a sight. Yeah, let's do it. We need a dream, so let's dream something up. Really? Now? I had heard that they were cooking up something in the hold, but I had no idea the project was such a success. Well, yeah, thanks to me. I must see it for myself. Interested in a trip to Bestwaysboro, Brilliant? I'd appreciate your opinion on any possibilities I'd turn up. Oh, let's head on over there then. I trust you can mind the cafe N7000. Contact me via the Ragnarok system should there be any more soup scandals. Oh, not gonna teleport me there. This unit has cafe operations fully under control. Whether the would-be visionary lifeform will come up with a decent idea is more difficult to calculate with certainty. Oh, that's for sure. Anyway, let's head on over to Bestwaysboro. Go check on the Dreaming Ways, see what ideas they can come up with. Alright, there should be the teleporter right here to go straight there. Yeah. I haven't done this in quite a while. Let's see. There he is. Alright, jamming way. Ready to jam out on the DJ? On the... what's that word? On the DJ turntable? So this is the new Hopper's Hold, eh? I must say, it's a significant improvement over the old crates and boxes, and buckets. It's buckets on boxes. As for these stations, that's everyone's hopping to join. That one over there is a true work of art. I particularly appreciate their taste in subject matter. Yeah, carrots and loprits, and then the median birds. And then, what's at the bottom right here? Is that the... I can't quite tell what the heck the purple blob is supposed to be. The bottom left just looks like more loprits. However, one can hardly expect half a dozen civilizations to share the same aesthetic sensibilities. I shudder to imagine the pontification and gunfire that would ensue if we asked our patrons to paint a mural. That's for sure. Especially that, the Calarians, or whatever they're called, the freedom fighter people. Those machines remind me of N7000, right down to the ears. They would fit quite well with our current staff. Then again, they would hardly be an innovative addition, would it? We already have more condescending numerical projections that we could possibly need, that's for sure. I suppose music is another matter of taste, though these loprits certainly seem to be having fun. Do you think a mournful dragon would enjoy being blasted with laser lights while it sings its ancient melodies? No? Pity. A shop? Perhaps our patrons would enjoy a selection of knickknacks sold alongside our regular menu items. That's not a bad idea. Though mining those Omicron coins requires a truly exorbitant amount of processing power. And what if increased circulation led to a drop in Omni token value? Mother verfend. This station looks familiar. I wonder if Cooking Way has any new recipes to share. That's a good idea too. But there is quite a bit of carrot on the menu already. In 7000 would doubtless whir and whinge. Whinge about the lack of variety. Yeah. Is that a broadcasting station? Oh, I do love a good transmitter. I wonder what sort of messages they're sending. I mean, you could set up maybe a radio or like audio stuff for while they're eating. They're speaking to the people of Theories to let them know they're not alone. You're listening to Hope FM. Stay tuned for more talking and ways all day and all night, Moontime. I like that. That's funny. Color me intrigued. Ensuring widespread access to receivers seems like hard work, but well worth the effort indeed. We could adjust the tuning of the Ragnarok's communications facilities to receive this transmission in the last strikes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I still may not provide the level of crowd-pleasing excitement we're aiming for. Well, each and every one of these stations is wonderful in its own right. I fear none are quite suitable for our goals. Perhaps Dreamingway can dream up something special for us. All right, let's go talk to Dreamingway then. Got any interesting ideas, Dreamingway? Talk to Jammingway first. It's so good to see Dreamingway again. Do you think he can get me one of those shirts? That would be funny. I forget what voice I gave Dreamingway. I think I might have given him the same voice as Jammingway. Oh, brilliant. And is that Jammingway? It's been so long, I'd started to think they were avoiding me. You opened a cafe in Ultima Thule? That's one mother of a dream. And business is booming. Well, I am honored to be consulted about your upcoming event. Now, we only need to work out what it is. Have you spoken with Talking Way yet? They received letters from listeners across the star. Surely one or two have mentioned exciting happenings on Theories. Wait here. I mean, Jammingway, you can go and dance. You don't need to sit there like this. I present Talking Way. Yeah, this is the ash-covered one. I forget what voice I gave. I think I gave him a really morose and, like, tired voice. It's a pleasure to see you again. I would be happy to assist in your endeavors however I can. Forgive me, but have we met before? Ah, yes. You would remember me as Counseling Way, but I've recently taken the name Talking Way in honor of my new dream. How wonderful! I look forward to working with you, Talking Way. Dreaming Way mentioned that you are in search of rousing entertainment for your patrons, and one possibility hops to mind. Hops. If our listeners' mail is any indication, Thavner's Hippocart races have been drawing quite the crowd of late. Oh yeah, I know all about those. Folks have been coming far and wide to see those hippos hurdle, 'tis said. Oh no, it's more hurdling hippos. Hurdling hippos? Why, that does sound exciting. We could set up a race course in the necropolis to give the Last Dregs patrons a prime view of the action. See? Hippo racing in space! A stirring contest of speed and skill, the likes of which Ultima Thule has never before seen. Surely this will pique even the Nibiran's interest. Any ideas on how we might approach these hippo racers, Berylian? Well, I actually have helped out with them. Their leader is a friend of yours. You really do know everyone. I hope we can count on you for an introduction, of course. A hippo hustle in Ultima Thule sounds like the sort of entertainment that should be available to all. Could our radio station provide a live broadcast of the... Oh, we're getting some hippo races out here. But of course,
With the Ragnarok as a relay, there's no signal we cannot boost.
I should like nothing more than to share the joy of such an experience with our listeners across the theories. And I certainly would be curious to attend myself.
Then it's settled. We'll make a start on the preparations. I trust you can convince the hippos to traverse the Sea of Stars.
Flying hippos? In space? Hurdling hippos in space! Yeah, that's gonna be the title of the video.
To Thavnir! You said you were looking for a woman named Turna, correct? Oh, I can hardly wait. In fact, I can't. See you there.
Okay. Do you know where you're going? Thavnir's pretty big. Alright, let's talk to Dreaming Way real quick, and then we'll head on over there.
Leave the broadcasting setup to us. We're becoming quite proficient in connecting the...
Yeah, this was probably what they normally say, even if you're not doing this quest. Anyway, let's go ahead and head over to Yedlamod, and then fly over and over to the hippos. Or I think that's where Jamming Way probably is. Oh, it's a Speak to Turno, so yeah, that's where we need to go. Let's fly on over there. I've been here a couple times since Dawn Trail released, because this is still pretty good XP for the... Even at level 90, you still get a decent amount of XP. Obviously, we're not doing that today, but let's go ahead and talk to Turna. And see if we can convince hippos in space. Oh, there's Jammy Way. He looks like he found his way. Or they found their way.
This is my first time meeting an Arcasadara in person. Do my ears look alright?
I mean, they're not as big as their ears, that's for sure.
This little one...
Oh, come on. Hold on, my game just crashed. That's the first time it's crashed in, like, forever. We can go ahead and start it back up. Of course, gonna mute my mic while I type in my password. I guess this is probably a good opportunity to take a quick break. I was gonna maybe take a quick break before we did the next quest, but the thing is, I should probably just push through and do the whole thing because I don't think the next quest is gonna be very long. I hate how there's a little bit of lag before you can actually click start on this title screen, whereas on the Endwalker title screen you can just click start immediately. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue on and not take any break, because this is probably gonna be just over an hour. I don't really want to artificially extend this stuff. Doing that high-pitched voice for the Loprits are there's a spot in my mouth / throat where that hits, but I think it might actually just be the same place where my normal talking is. Where I normally talk, but either way, let's try this again. Talk to Turna.
This little one with you. They've been there patting their ears for a while now and staring. Got a lot of staring going on.
Hey, he's actually with me.
Radio? Yeah, I've heard of it. One of my new crew lugged a radio contraption all the way out here from Old Charlian. That could be who sent you the letter about the Hanashibos hustle, come to think of it. Your races are the talk of the star. We'd love to bring that sort of excitement to Ultima Thule, though it's a wee bit of a trek from here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ultima who?
That didn't come out right.
Ultima who? Now them I ain't never heard of. They live across the sea somewhere, I take it.
Well, it's a little bit more than the sea. More like the Sea of Stars.
As buoyant as our hippos are, we can't send them into the wide world on their own. You're gonna need a color enemy to race some safety. And I have too much work here. The home... I have too much work. at home to abandon my post. I can't thank you enough for taking an interest in our operation, though. Oh. It's truly a shame, but I would hate to make the Hippo Riders disappoint their own customers in the name of entertaining ours. What to do? Dreaming Way and Talking Way were excited for this plan too. Mustn't give up just yet. I'm calling a strategy meeting to be held. Well, that post over there looks like as good a place as any.
Okay, so then I don't know what this. We already went to all three of the tribes. What's the second quest gonna be? And clearly we haven't actually found the thing that we need to do, so I guess we're gonna have to look somewhere else.
I understand Turna's passion for her work. I feel the same about my own. Perhaps someone else might race on her behalf.
Oh, what about Akala? Or me, I guess? No, Turna race. Oh, there's Akala. Ahem. I heard your conversation. Akala, I want to race Turna, and I know Turna wants to race.
Akala, you're the one Turna mentioned, aren't you?
Never. Turna's work ends. When she finishes with hippos, she teaches us the common tongue, so we fit in. She teaches us harsh manners and fairness in trade. I find your language difficult, but my speaking improves. Turna says so, but Turna has no time to ride hippos now. She cares about hippos and the hippo riders, her kin. Always, she helps us. But she forgets, we cannot help her. Always, we want to help her.
I see. Turna is a great leader, but she takes every responsibility upon herself. No wonder she has no time left over to race hippos.
Always, Turna listens to you. You must talk sense at her. I mean, I can try.
Yes, I quite agree. If, in her heart of hearts, Turna wants to race, that's all the more reason for us to host a hippo hustle. Do you think you can convince her to come around?
I mean, probably.
Just wear her down until she agrees. It'll be fun.
Jamming Way, that's not how you negotiate.
Brilliant. What a surprise. Are you here to speak with Turna as well?
Good luck with talking sense.
You hold it right there. I know that look, but you'll find it ain't so easily persuaded.
Following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to... Yeah. Talk sense into Turna? Yes. Talk sense at Turna.
You know how important our delivery business is. You helped us get our start, so why try talking me out of it?
Reasons. You can make your deliveries later. Opportunity is knocking now. No, that's not good. I know you live for excitement. Don't you want to explore the unknown?
Of course I would. There's only so many times you can face the same course without it starting to feel like a chore. But too many folks are relying on our services for me to be gallivanting.
They'll survive for a few days without shawar or a delivery. No. Collie's worried about you, you know. Doesn't your hippo service deserve a change of separate scenery? No. Akala's worried about her.
I told him there ain't nothing to worry about. I miss racing, to be sure, but the hippo riders come first. Business couldn't be better, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I ever led you astray before? No. Surely it won't fall apart in just one day. Well, heartwarming lesson learned about through an uncle.
Yes, that was a race for the ages, to be sure. And it was all thanks to our team here. The team, like I always say, you can only do so much by yourself.
Exactly, Turna.
I do say that, don't I? Yet here I am, acting like a Akala back when he first got here.
Yep, exactly.
Guess I was right that him and I ain't so different, in more ways than I knew. Alright, fine. The Hippo Riders will pull together to keep things moving in Thavnir, and you'll have your race.
I'm surprised I got that right on my first try, unless there's no wrong options, but either way, I did it, I guess. You talk good sense.
You win, you win. Just give me a moment to speak with Maru and Goss.
Yeah, Mara could do it, don't worry.
So this race of yours will be taking place in a faraway land. I'd best join you, for everyone's safety, of course.
Yeah, right, Ogle. Yeah. Alright, Jamming Way. Looks like we talked some sense into Turna. We're gonna get our race after all.
I knew you would come through for us. Why, you had her convincing herself by the end.
Well, yeah, she literally did convince herself at the end there.
It's 7,000. Is that you?
Affirmative. Several shrill life forms have come bearing the word of a hippo hustle to take place in the necropolis. As serving units have automatically initialized advertising protocols, this unit requires swift confirmation that these reports are accurate. Yep, sounds good.
They are accurate, and tell those units that I like their initiative. As my fellow Lopert life forms, I recommend a tall glass of carrot juice for each. They're sure to place additional orders.
Acknowledged.
Interference. Testing, testing. Please respond.
Prioritizing a request for managerial assistance on the customer service front. Ending transmission.
Don't you terminate this transmission on me. Rude. What was that all about, I wonder?
Well, sounds like there's some business going on now. Society quest complete. I didn't. They changed that. That used to be. I think this is the first time I've done a tribal quest since Dawn Trail started. Anyway, I really want to take a quick break, so we'll go ahead and like just take a quick 5-minute break. Go ahead and stand here. Let's go ahead and take a quick break because I really want to right now. I know this next quest will probably only take like 5 minutes, 10 minutes or whatever, but I want to stand up and stretch my legs. Whoops, that's not the right button. Click, 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 click. There we go. Alright, time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back to it. Go ahead and talk to Jamming Way and do the second quest. Did I talk to everyone already? Let me see. Yeah, I think I talked to everyone already. No, I didn't. Race will be good. I can feel it. Yeah, Dreamer chasing. I'm coming. Hold your hippos. It didn't actually tell me that that's what the quest is called. No harm will come to our comrades on my watch, and I shall be watching quite avidly, I expect. Alright, Jamming Way, let's get started. A dream worth chasing. Jamming Way appears moderately concerned about the unidentified calamity that may or may not be befalling the last dregs at this very moment. Uh-oh, let's head back there quickly. Initiating a new call doesn't work either. Maybe he just put you on silent. I doubt that it's anything serious, but perhaps you should check on N7000 just in case. You typically carry at least one object suitable for light bludgeoning, don't you? Well, that's why I got the axe on my back. It also glows with fire, so it looks pretty cool. I'll work out the finer details with Turna and see that the hippo riders safely to Ultima Thule. I trust that the cafe will be intact when we arrive. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, hello, Mr. Hippo. That was pretty funny. Pretty funny that it just appears there right now. Alright then, let's go back to base Omicron. Hopefully last dregs are okay. I'm sure they're fine. Okay, let's take the portal here to get a little bit of a shortcut. I was editing the first Omicron quest down, and I realized that I didn't even notice that this unit was here to teleport up to the last dregs, and I just literally flew on up there. And then later in the thing, I ended up noticing it. For a second, with the way that it was angled, it made it look like there was nothing left and it had somehow, like, just been destroyed. N7000, oh, there's Dreaming Way. We decided to come and settle in while you and Jamming Way handled the hippos. And I'm so glad we did. The carrot juice is simply divine. Talking Way and Inventing Way are off taking in the sights, but they'll be back in time for the race. Alright, is there anything else besides that thing? I don't think maybe I can go find Inventing Way. Also, I just realized I used a different voice for Dreaming Way, but whatever. Talk to N7000. Clearly things are probably under control. Your return is most welcome. However, one managerial lifeform remains conspicuously absent. Yeah, he's managing. Understood. This unit will initiate idling protocols until Jamming Way arrives. Carrot-based refreshments have already been distributed to the newcome lifeforms. And such refreshing refreshments they were. Furthermore, as your sensory organs will have detected, the usual customers have vacated the premises. Why? This unit will now convey additional context once upon a time code. You don't need to do that. So, to sum it up, we no longer need to worry for our lack of patrons. In fact, the last dregs being empty is quite inconceivable. What? Brilliant. Oh, thank the sisters. Wasn't sure we'd make it, especially after that experimental aetherite. Oh no. Oi, where are customers? You had one job, you buttons for brains. Elevated body temperatures detected in a nagging life form. This unit recommends swift consumption of chilled liquids. As for the customers, they have temporarily ceased their consumption of fine cafe fare to prepare for the upcoming race. What? The Corellians procured a transport vessel with the assistance of Stigma 4. Presently, the global citizens and freedom fighters are conducting a joint test drive. Oh, they're gonna participate. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Meanwhile, the Grey Bluffs express a long-standing desire to float about with the milk misf, however you say that. Oh yeah, the purple, these things. I guess that's blue, not purple. Which were eagerly volunteered by the EA caretakers to serve as steeds. This unit's ethical programming are still processing. It's like, is this ethical? The dragons, too, intend to participate. Soaring through Elysion's mountains has revived their passion for flight, and they have expressed a desire to see more of Ultima Thule from above. Well, then just fly.
Unexpected, but I'll take it. So long as our patrons reach happiness, the means by which they travel matters not.
This unit agrees and hopes that all patrons will be replete with joy upon their inevitable defeat by the superior Omicron vehicles. Artillery may be involved. No, that's not this kind of race. This isn't Mad Max.
Artillery?
Artillery is no match for Akala. I dodge.
This is shaping up to be a gauntlet fiercer than Barom's metal.
This unit also invited the Nibrun to share the singular experience of losing to the Omicrons, but their registration remains pending. Nevertheless, they have conceded to observe the other civilization's preparations.
We'll have to hope that the overall excitement sweeps them up eventually. For now, we have our own preparations to attend to.
On that note, this unit recalls the inventing lifeform wished to speak with Beryllian regarding said preparations. Reports of critical levels of static electricity indicate that likely presence of this ally at base Omicron. The static electricity. Because they're furry and fuzzy. Now, this unit must return to supervising Stigma 4's production of racetrack features, engaging enthusiasm protocols. Alright, got some more people to talk to.
This will be our best broadcast yet. I can feel it. If Inventing Way is having difficulties with the radio relay, don't hesitate to direct him to me. I have a knack for whacking and rolling machines into shape. If I do say so myself.
Well, you don't seem to have done the best job within 7,000.
But first, I should prepare a drink or two to help our Hunnish guests feel at home. Perhaps some carrot chai?
How about some chai tea, you know, TT. Later, we race. For now, we lunch. I can 100% get on board with that.
Odd spot for a restaurant. I don't reckon delivery to Thavnair to be sustainable in the long run, but we should bring some grub back for Maru at least.
Poor Maru.
Grandmother always said that naught reveals more than a people than their food, and these dishes certainly look educational. Which would Rexshire like most, I wonder.
Alright then, I guess we gotta head back to base Omicron, right? Yeah, let's just teleport over there. See what issues Inventing Ways run into, or I guess whatever he's doing.
Aha! Just the person of theories I was hoping to see. As our Omicron friend doubtless relayed to you, this race is no longer a mere spectator sport. The people of Ultima Thule will be bringing their best civilizations have to offer, and they mean to win. Should the Arcasadara, then, be left to defend Theris' honor all on their own? Nay, says I. Mother put her faith in the myriad peoples of the star for a reason. Fortunately, we brought a number of moonhoppers to help prepare for the hustle. With little more from good old Inventing Way, there's no reason that one can't haul you to victory, right. I had been hoping to join the contest, and 7,000 mentioned artillery. That might be a reason. Artillery schmartillery. You can't pulverize what you can't catch. I have already taken the liberty of altering this moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with a hyper hop step, or press the big boost button to outstrip them with ease. Actually, why not do both? Do mind your power reserves, though. Even with my prodigious skill, there are only so many batteries I can shove into this chassis. Now hop along and tell N7000 to add one more entrant to the roster. I'll catch up once I've discovered where the final screw belongs. Oh, that doesn't instill confidence in me. Safety features? What could we possibly need for those? Oh no! Now I'm really afraid. This is such a silly quest. Oh, there's N7000. Oh, looks like everyone made their way over here. Jammingway asked for my help at the starting line. Me being an expert and all, at what? Being scared? First, I have eaten. Now, victory awaits. Right. This is gonna be one queer hustle. What's inventing way annoying the Omicrons? Perhaps we can learn from his methods. Alright, let's get this race started. Race preparations continued in accordance with projections. Did the inventing lifeform raise any matters of note? Yeah, I'm joining. You'll be joining the fray? How thrilling. Entrant registered. This unit will now provide supplementary information regarding the course. Please direct your orbs towards this geographical data display. The race will begin at the Starship Ragnarok at the Ostagon Deca Octo. I don't think I'm actually going to be racing this, although I was a little disappointed in the Arcosadar quest when I didn't actually get to race. I highly doubt the engine can support us doing an actual race like this. Then again, they do have Chocobo racing, but I think that's a lot more simplified. Anyway, we'll see. Once Jammingway and Ogle signaled the commencement of hostilities, competitors may proceed across Riatara toward Ostakon Tria. Passage through the checkpoint rings is mandatory. Those rings look rather lofty. How are the hippo carts to get through? Well, we got some flying hippo carts now. In Ultima Thule, emotions become reality. You'll need to believe to make your hippos fly, or, unlock flying for the zone. Oh, right, obviously they can't, actually have us flying, because none of these quests can require you to finish unlocking flight for a zone. Unless it's gonna be whatever, we'll see. It's probably just gonna be a cutscene. Did you just call me an ultimate fool? Because I'd have to be to believe something like that. Once in Ostakon Tria, racers will enter the artillery zone, which extends from the periphery of the Ostakon to the abode of the Ia. This exciting enhancement is sponsored by the Alphatron civilization. And now a word from our sponsor. Wait, you're serious about the artillery? What if Sayura gets hit? Out of concern for the curiously smooth four-legged lifeforms, curiously smooth. Stigma 4 is presently manufacturing non-lethal cannons. Encountering these painless projectiles will result in no more than explosive removal from the course. That's convenient. Those who remain unblasted should continue to the Ostakon Deca Hexi and proceed through base Omicron. Oh, I just noticed they're actually on the ground here. So well, we'll see. Then it is merely a matter of reaching the finish line, located at the last dregs. I win then. I feast on tiny desserts.
Me too, Akala, me too. Note that, in accordance with Omicron contest protocols, there are no restrictions on contrivances, mechanical, magical, or mechanical. Let's see. Contrivance, mechanical, magical, or mechanical, or maniacal, okay. During the race. This concludes the briefing. Well, that was a nice race meeting or whatever. I forget what the term is.
Well, at least I packed my rainbow gual. Sayura should be happy to run for it, no matter where she is.
You brought gual? Gulal? Why do you not share? Sharing is caring.
We've been through this, Akala. Your hippo's never shown it a lick of interest. You just throwing things. Go ahead and make your preparations. I need to make sure that N7000 isn't understating the firepower of those cannons. Once that's taken care of, I'll retrieve your Moonhopper and meet you at the Ragnarok.
Wait, does this give me a mount? Or I know it gets you an emote. And, oh no, it just gives you an emote and an achievement. Alright, let's talk to everyone and then head on over to the starting line, I guess. Allied units participation is unexpected. Recalculating advisability of free-for-all. At least he knows my strength.
Grab your most durable headgear and wait for me by the Ragnarok. Once you have worked that out with your hippo legs, you can throw stuff of that instead.
But I like rainbow colors.
See you at the starting line.
Alright, let's go ahead and teleport over. Make a little bit of a shortcut with last dregs. And then fly on over to the Ragnarok, I guess. That's where the starting line is, right? Yes. It'd actually be faster for me to go to Riatar and then fly over there. Especially with the elevation change and having to head straight down, basically. Let's see. Yeah, it's the yeah, right there at the entrance. Or I guess at the ship. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Starting line. Doesn't look like much of a starting line to me. Looks more like a destination. Upon commencing this race, still cutscenes will play in sequence. Is recommended. Yeah, it's okay. It's just gonna be a big cutscene. Let's go ahead and watch it. Test, test. People of Deliveries, are you there? We are your hosts, Talking Way and Dreaming Way, coming to you live from the very edge of the universe.
And here among the stars, the hyper hustle is about to begin, yes.
The contest for the ages will see competitors race across land as barren as it is beautiful, vying to be the first to cross the finish line.
You won't want to miss a moment of this, folks. Now let's introduce our racers. Hauled by the speedy Sayura is Courier as fast as she is reliable. All the way from Thavnir, it's Turna, the hippo rider. Next is Gatasur, as fearsome on the trek as he is fearless on the battlefield. Horned in the fire is the Hunnish hippo hustle. I, Akala.
Wait, that's not my name. What?
Let's hope that the Peacekeeper's less peaceful functions are disabled. Hailing from Karelin, a team of once bitter enemies turned fast friends, the citizens of freedom. Our next entrance may look like a frolicsome, then furious, but pass them at your peril, supported by the ever-so-daring Mew. It's the electrifying Gribble 10X, whatever. This mean, clean, speedy machine is ready to put the Alpha back in Alphatron civilization. Say hello to the lethal Lambda unit, V1C70RY, or Victory. He doesn't look very friendly. But though, what wisdom rides on the winds of Elysian, and fair peaks once forgot, the Dragon Star has joined the fray. That looks so goofy. I forgot that's how it looks. Last but not least, a sword in the darkness, a beacon of hope. The champion of Eorzea. Friends across the universe, we present the one and only, her hero of light. Oh, that's, oh man. And them. What's this? A Nibram Challenger? Are they supposed to be there? I thought the Hurrier were our last participant. Are they gonna participate? You made it! Did you prepare a vehicle? We can lend you a moonhopper if you'd like. That will not be necessary. Oh, okay. You know, the final boss of the Dead's End. What in the name of the mug-swapping Murga? Sayra's a good girl, but she ain't no divinity. How's a noble hippo meant to compete with that? Like I said, you and your hippo need only let your competitive spirit burn bright. Where there's a will, there's a way, quite literally. I suppose I'll toss some glall and hope for the best. Racers, are you ready? You know, just racing against a god. Normal stuff for us. All racers have assembled at the starting line. Who will surpass the rest to emerge triumphant? On your mark, get set, go! And they're off. And they're off. The divinity is in the lead. Of course it is. I was fairly confident that this was just going to be a cutscene. But it's still really goofy. Now, is there going to be any sort of interaction, or is it just going to be a cutscene? Like, with the hippo race, we were actually able to tell Turner what to do. Nope, looks like the Omicrons got hit. Sweet mother! A juicy jolt from the Mismies sent the Lambda unit tumbling. The other competitors' race is on. They are now exiting the area. Now the feet of the automated artillery. What? I used the wrong voice for that. But that first speech bubble was way too short. Citizens of freedom are going in. We have received transmission for the Peacekeeper that announced the carnage correlate. Ah! Yeah, I heard it here, folks. I guess I don't need to go that fast. Also, it's not auto advancing anymore.
Whoops. Almost hit the rock. And they're down. Watch them blame each other for it. And the Peacekeeper is drowned by the double cannon blast. How fortunate the Corellians wear helmets. Oh no, Akala! Akala's cart is enveloped in a cloud of gall. A ploy to distract competing hippos, perhaps? Or did he fall prey to rainbow temptation? Well, that's gonna just help her. And he's going the wrong way. Whatever the cause, it has made the Turna the Hippo Rider cart fly all around. She has overtaken the Hurrier of Light for second place. Jeez. What? To claim victory, you must overtake both Turna and the Hippo cart and the deity. I have already taken the liberty of altering the Moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with a hyper hop step, or press the big boost button to outstrip them with ease. Actually, why not both? Do mind the power reserves, though. Even with my prodigious skill, there are only so many batteries I can shove into this chassis. Mash the boost button until you surpass both racers. Use both boost to overtake the Hippo cart and distract that with the hyper hop step. Grab Sari's attention with the hip. Yeah, let's do that. Cause she's gonna get distracted by the colors or whatever the hop step is supposed to be. Oh, that, yeah. The hippo is halted, overwhelmed by the euphony of my song, no doubt. And the Hurrier of Light has taken second place, cries the state of Warrior Berlin from Turna. This is it, folks. The final stretch. The Hurrier of Light has pushed the Moonhopper. Like, how are you supposed to read that out loud fast enough? This is gonna end up like every single one of the Chocobo races I do, where I end up running out of charge rate at the very end and then come in last place. We have a word from N7000 at the finish line. The winner of the Hyper Hustle is... Of course it's us. Of course it's the main character, because I'm the main character. The Hurrier of Light, by a nose. Yeah, they got wrecked. So did the Omicrons after N7000 got so cocky. We do not understand. What? You lost? Our chosen form was suitable, our performance flawless. Its victory was not ours to claim. Yeah, it's called being the main character.
has been long since we have experienced this quickening of the pulse, this fixation. That's racing for you. When you think you've got it, some grinning idiot comes shooting past to take the gold. Then sometimes you get to be that grinning idiot. And that's the thrill of it. You never know when it'll go your way. You just race with all you got. That you're upset with your loss can only mean one thing. You want to win next time. That's a dream worth chasing. Trust me, I'm an expert. It's in the name. We do feel yearning. A yearning to race once more. A desire to triumph. Happy to leave you in the dust anytime. Looks like my hopper is going to need more batteries. Well, that's true. This as well. We will engage with other patrons of this establishment to develop a superior stratagem. Dynamis readings indicate a positive effect on the local environment. In accordance with Jammingway's aspirations, the Last Dregs has become an ever greater source of hope. Despite the significant expense, extensive property damage, and crushing defeat incurred, this unit rates the Hyper Hustle as worth it. Well, that was fun. Got a really cool race. Also, Akala doesn't seem to be happy to join in with us. He's over to the side with someone else. Or some other group. Alright, let's go ahead and try and talk with everyone, and then wrap this up. Betrayed by Rainbow Golol. Next time, I follow Turner's advice. I learn my hippo's favorite things. Mayhap one day, fate shall see fit to reunite me with my faraway kin. A dragon can but dream. What did I tell you? The very universe is in the palm of my paw. I never thought you could be so tricky. Still, I'm glad we got to ride together. Let's do it again sometime. Is it possible that a substance that possesses no consciousness knows us better than we know ourselves? Maybe. I can't say why. What's more unbelievable, I'm gardening with the enemy, that I quite enjoy it. I was dead serious about the war, believe you me, yet somehow this feels more meaningful. Make sure to talk to him. As do all individuals, we seek only to be part of something more, yet we have come to consider that it is not a perfect understanding we require, merely the shared experience of a pleasant meal. That's cool. Such pristine fish! We make sure to take good care of them, the ones we don't eat anyway. Now, you're getting a bit emotional, sir. Right? He's dancing with them now. You are as formidable on the track as you are in the battlefield. I shall do my best to learn from your example. No, Ogle, you don't really need to learn these skills. Do you think I could fit a face track in the Hyper's hold? Probably not, or Hopper's hold. I mean, you can fit a small one, but not like this. Congratulations on the victory, Brilliant. Though in truth, I'm just as relieved that everyone survived. Okay, I think that's pretty much everyone I want to talk to. Let's go ahead and talk to Jammingway and wrap. Oh, I forgot Infant 7000. Congratulations, Allied Unit Brilliant. This unit has already requested the manufacture of an Omega unit to be cultivated into a worthy competitor via racing trials. You're using Omega to win a little race? That seems slightly excessive. Please anticipate your defeat. To think all you did. To think think you did all of that on a low-built craft. I'm delighted that we should play a small part in your triumph. And I'm even more delighted that the Nebrum has finally found something to work towards. Still, I'll be glad to resume our usual service. Maybe make myself a nice carrot coffee while I'm behind the counter. You were right, I admitted. I had a great time racing, even if I didn't understand half of what was going on. Well, isn't that the truth? But as fun as it was, I need to be getting home to Thavne. Don't want to leave the hippo riders alone for too long, lest some on his head start getting restless. We finished picking up the broadcasting equipment, so we'll be heading back to the dreaming workshop ourselves. So soon? It'll feel so empty out here in the cosmic void without you. Affirmative, but did we not have one more objective to complete before the organic life forms depart? I don't know what you're talking about. Objective? Oh, I nearly forgot. Talking away, inventing away. Help me lift this. 1, 2, hop. What is it? I know there's also a furniture item. Yeah, there it is. Literally just an elephant, a carrot, and a Omicron thing. It's for you, Brilliant. A trophy befitting the victor of the hyper hustle. As you can see, it was designed in the image of the last dregs, the hippo riders, and also the dreaming ways. That reminds me, we brought a few commemorative gifts as well. Talking away, inventing away. Help me lift these. 1, 2. Oh, radios. Okay. One for the last dregs, and one for Saverna. You have an eatery there too, I hear. Yep. Then I hope you'll let us keep your company at mealtimes. Whether it's weather advisories, hopping music, or simply a friendly voice you need. Hope FM is here for you. So this is the radio contraption. As bigger is than the other one I saw, but I'll be sure to listen to it with the crew. I was just thinking we should get one of these. Our patrons are gonna love it. Projections anticipate increased customer satisfaction in the ambience category. Thank you, Brilliant. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't brought us together, and if you hadn't accepted this quest. I mean, what? I think I speak for everyone when I say that this day will shine like a newborn star in our memories. I hope you feel the same. Just don't let it eclipse the possibility of more unforgettable days to come. After all, look across the sea, up at the moon, past the distant stars, and you'll find us waiting for you. What a goofy looking trophy. I'll make sure to toss that out if I can just buy it again. Oh, right, and then I'll also get you the emote, right? Yeah, the Lop Hop. We'll go ahead and check that out. And that should give us allied with all the quests, or all the tribes. I'm sorry, allied societies. Reputation up. Your reputation increased to allied. If you've allied with all of them,
Your effort, theories ahead. The stars beyond forge bonds, friends remain throughout the years. You'll hear societies through the universe. Yep. Alright, that was the quests. Now let's go ahead and check out, let's actually stand in the light while I do this and check out the new emote. Let me actually, like, pick it up first. And looks like I can just buy this again, so I'm just gonna toss it away. Alright, what's this emote? Emotes? Assume it's special. Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and try it. Okay, that's what that is. I've seen people use this. And I thought it was some, yeah, I thought this was some, Mog Station emote, but apparently that's just... apparently it's this. That's pretty funny. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. We got this goofy emote. I'll make sure to be using it plenty. And next week, I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow, but we finished up Margrat custom deliveries, which is great. I still need to do the other 3 off stream. I'll do those eventually. And then I might just do 3 on a million. So no, I already did all 6 this week, so that won't work. Anyway, we finished up Margrat custom deliveries, and we finished up the last of the tribal quests for Endwalker. And I believe I know that we have Hildebrand quests, Taro's Grand Endeavor, and I think there's something else, but I need to check my actual list of 6.x content. And then we'll finally actually be able to get to Dawn Trail. But again, I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow because my hand is feeling much better, but I still want to... It would have been better if I hadn't started like doing other stuff and like using my hand more than I should have. But it's getting better finally. Because it's been really frustrating not being able to, because like I can't even like use my computer much outside of streams. So like I haven't even played like any Final Fantasy almost any Final Fantasy outside of that. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. I'll see you next week with one of the things we need to do for before Dawn Trail. But until then, goodbye.